What is it about dating over 40?
It's always the biggest red flag when older men always date younger women.
For any of the women out there who are feeling like they are not being chosen by a man.
Here's the thing, women used to just be able to exist. My existence is enough.
Modern women today have so many demands, yet they give so little in return. Many are calling out for masculine men, good men, even though it was the very thing many of them pushed against.
So, what is it about dating over 40 that makes me want to participate, but also not?
Why is it that every time I find an actually masculine man, he ends up being a walking red flag? Like, I swear I either date a guy and he's just wanting to be chased and is a total princess and insecure, it's so unattractive, or I actually find a guy that's super masculine and like has all the traits that I want, but then he just ends up being a walking red flag. Like, where's the in between? I'm not trying to seek out these like red flag men. It just so happens that the only masculine guys I can find end up being total fuckboys. It's so disheartening. Like, where are they? Where are you guys? I don't want to date the insecure little Miss Princess boy. I also don't want to date the guy that knows he's that guy and knows he can get any girl and acts like it. You know what I mean? Like, I just want a masculine, attractive, caretaking, successful king who's ready to commit and not date 50,000 women. Apparently that's too much to ask for though. Like, oh my God.
If you are only finding masculine F-boys, madam, then you need to change the types of men you go for. She said she just wants a masculine, caring, successful man. The thing is, these women are chasing the same types of men, and I've said it before. Why would these men commit to one when many women are out there looking for them? The reason why women like this struggle to date is because they're competing without noticing it. They're ignoring every other man, except for that one man. And that's where the problem starts. When a small group of men are seen as the ideal men by a large group of women, those men now have options, a lot of options, so they don't have to settle down, they don't have to commit, and they don't have to take one woman seriously if they don't want to, because they know there are many others waiting. Meanwhile, the men that would actually commit, be loyal, be consistent, and build something real are often overlooked because they may not check every single box on the perfect man list. And the cycle repeats all over again.
So I just got done mowing my lawn, and let me tell you, I need a man. Like, seriously, I need one.
I specifically need a man to go to the mechanic with me.
A man. There's nothing like having a man around that wants to protect you and provide. I love that for me. I need that.
It's always, it'll happen when the time is right. It'll happen when you're least expecting it. I'm tired of being rejected. And this is in every facet, like not even romantic relationships, which, by the way, what the fuck? Why am I the only one left out? I feel so rejected in every corner of my life right now. Fucking new moon, full moon bullshit. I don't know what's happening. What the actual fuck? Like, don't tell me any of that shit. Like, it's gonna happen when you least expect it. It's gonna happen as it's meant to be. Oh.
I have no purpose in life. I'm too old to have children now. I would kill to have a purpose, to be needed by someone, for someone to share with me something that's happening with them, or for me to be in someone's top 5 people. And I'm not. I have nobody. I have no reason to be alive. And I don't want that. I want someone to think of me in the morning or before bed, or just if they're near where I live or whatever. I want to be someone's priority.
This is the loneliness that many women at 40 or even over the age of 40 face. This woman says that she has no purpose in life, single, too old to have kids, and has no one to share her life with. The thing is, many women who head down this path usually follow the "I'm strong and independent" route, only to realize years later that they are alone and lonely, craving intimacy. What's sad is that it's always when it's too late that many women snap back to reality. But when that happens, it's usually too late, and they're filled with regret, wishing they had taken a different route. Because regret hits different when time is involved. It's one thing to make a mistake and fix it a year later. It's another thing to wake up 10 or 15 years later and realize you can't go back and change the decisions you made. Time is the only thing in life that only moves in one direction, and when it's gone, it's gone.
Men will date significantly younger women when they don't feel like they have a lot to offer. The reason why is because they know that a younger woman is less experienced with dating and is often going to be more impressed with the bare minimum. I used to think it was because they just thought, obviously, like younger women are beautiful and attractive and stuff like that. But I think that it's actually so much deeper psychologically. And a man knows that a established woman or an independent woman or a stronger woman or someone who has a little bit more years on them is most likely not going to be impressed with the bare minimum. So.
Okay, so to anyone who may know me a little bit, you'll know that I am pretty independent. I'm one of them of the mindset, who needs a man? I can do everything. And I was a firm believer of that until about 10 minutes ago, when the biggest spider just come running at me in my bedroom. And I've never wished for a man so much in all my life. So I've decided I definitely need a man.
I keep telling myself that I'm a bad and I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man. I don't need attention, but I'm lying.
Here's the thing. Women used to just be able to exist. My existence is enough. However, these days, we are running companies. We look good. We fuck good. We smell good. We can raise kids. We can take care of families. We are educated. What? Why are we are giving birth. We are doing it all. We are literally doing it all. Let's go back to the times when women used to be like, oh my God, I need my man. But what do we need that you guys offer? Your weak ass, feminine ass energy, your gay ass link ups with your boys, y'all not going to therapy. Like, so when a woman is like, obviously you should protect and provide, that is bare minimum. Bare minimum. Okay? We know how to do it all. We shouldn't have to though. I can do it all. I can do anything I put my mind to, but I don't want to. I want to sometimes I just want to be a fairy. But on what planet can I be a fairy when the men these days, they want to be fairies too?
I guess I'm confused. Because if men are so useless in these women's eyes, and women are supposedly doing these incredible things, why don't they just date each other? Any woman who says a man providing for another adult female is bare minimum is a woman to stay far away from. Not only are these types of women ungrateful, but they also don't respect the effort, pressure, and responsibility that comes with being a provider. Providing is not just handing someone money. Providing means pressure. It means responsibility. It means if things go wrong, you are the one expected to fix it. To call that bare minimum is to completely ignore the weight that comes with that role. And the problem with that mindset is that nothing will ever be enough. If providing is bare minimum, then what is considered appreciation? This caption says, "Bring back masculine men." The reality is, masculine men are already here. They just aren't tolerating certain behaviors anymore. A lot of masculine men didn't disappear. They walked away.
I want a man. I need a man in my life. I don't need to be independent. I want to be taken care of in any way.
I just want to be a natural feminine woman. My purpose, my job on earth, my calling in my soul. I long to find somebody who will protect and provide for me while I bear children for him. I shouldn't have to explain that to every single person that I say this out loud to.
I'm just curious if there are any other women out there in their 40s who are fighting the urge every single day to keep from just burning everything down.
Y'all, I have a question. So, like, I know I'm not ugly. Like, I know, like, and that's just real. I know I'm a cute little piece of, I'm cute. But, like, when I tell you nobody asks me on dates. Nobody DMs me. And y'all probably be like, well, nobody you probably like. Like, no, girl. All across the board, it be mute, quiet. And I'm starting to think like, am I intimidating? Or are people like, do people actually think like, oh, she's too good for me. She got her life together.
This here is the reality for women in the dating market right now. They be like, I'm so pretty, but no man is asking me on dates. No one is taking me out. And they're so shocked. It's like their wishes are coming true and they hate it. For years, a lot of men heard things like, leave women alone. Stop approaching us. We don't need men. Men are a headache. And many men listened. They backed off. They stopped approaching as much, stopped trying as much, stopped risking rejection and embarrassment for someone who might think they're bothering them. Now some women are experiencing something new, silence. And silence feels very different from attention. When your phone isn't ringing, when no one is asking you out, when no one is trying to get to know you, that's when some people realize that attention and attraction are not the same as commitment and genuine interest. A lot of men today are more careful. Dating is more expensive. Relationships are riskier. And many men feel like the reward is not worth the risk if the relationship goes wrong.
When I was 43, I'd met my current partner and we wanted to have a family. I went off to the doctors and the GP took off her glasses, looked down at her notes and said, you do know how old you are, don't you? And I was like, yeah. And she said, that's not going to happen naturally. You'll have to go for IVF. We went for the IVF tests. I was told I had 0.7% chance of conceiving with my own eggs.
The real reason why men date younger women is not because of their physical appearance, their bodies. No, because today with plastic surgery and everything else, you barely know who is 40 and who is 18. Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're gonna be very happy with a few crumbs because maybe they didn't experience much in the world. They're gonna be just easily impressed. And it's way cheaper to date a younger girl.
This is how I know somebody is not a good man. Number one, first red flag, okay? If he is in his mid to late 30s and he is actively dating, hooking up, whatever, with women that are in their early mid 20s. Say you're like 37 and you're like 26, okay? Kind of weird. No. Let's take it a little bit of a notch, okay? Let's say you're like 37 and the girl is 21. Yeah, very weird. And another thing that's even more weirder is literally actively dating women who are 18 or 19 years old. And I know there's going to be people in the comment section talking about how, but that's legal. That's legal. Y'all would literally date a teenager if the United States of America told you, hey, let's change the age of consent to 15. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all would, because a lot of y'all are sick in the head and y'all like teenagers. But it's just weird. Weird. And that is how you know if a man is a red flag. So every time I see a really young girl talking about, oh my God, on social media, you know, like they always ask like, hey, I'm talking to this man who's like 35 and I'm 19. Is this a red flag? Yes. Run for your life.
How many times have we heard this nonsense before? Men who date younger women are weird, or men who date younger women are predatory. There's a fine line between a predator and two adults who consent to dating each other because they want to. In her words, she says, those aren't good men. The reality is, these women are angry, bitter, and upset because those men are not choosing them. No one calls it predatory when an older man dates an older woman. No one calls it predatory when two people the same age date. But when an older man dates a younger woman, two consenting adults, suddenly people want to shame, insult, and guilt the man. That's not always about morality. A lot of the time, that's about competition and preference. What these people are doing without realizing it is saying that those women lack the ability to make their own decisions. Because if a grown woman decides to date an older man, and people immediately say she was manipulated, tricked, or taken advantage of, What they are really saying is that she is not smart enough or mature enough to choose who she wants to be with.
It's hit me that my whole life I've been settling for less. I was okay with the minimum. And that applies to all areas. And it makes me really sad that I let that happen. I'm also just so sick of being financially limited and being okay, because I don't want to just be okay in my life. I want to be thriving. And I always thought that wanting more means I'm not grateful. But I am a very grateful person, and I do even love my job. I'm in the lucky position that I can say I love the job that I do. It's just that it will always keep me limited in that money area, and I'm just done. I'm done with everything. I'm done. And I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. Because in the past I have tried. But I'm done. And I'm going to do this. And I stop wanting to be so perfect.
The men that actually have the resources are operating in a completely different market than they used to be. They were told to provide, otherwise they were worthless. So they did the work, they got the money, they got the degrees, they bought the house, they did it all right. And then one day they looked around and realized the women that they were making all this money for don't actually need anyone to provide for them. So here's what they started doing. They started treating partnerships like portfolio diversifications because that's all they know. Why commit to one when the market says you can have many options? And here's the really uncomfortable part that you don't want to hear. It's working for them. The apps, oh, they love it. They reward it. And the culture right now, it permits it. There is no social penalty for situationships or having a big roster. And let's be really clear. These men are not confused and they are not stuck and they know what they're doing. They're just adapting to the market that is rewarding them. And the women, they're left holding the bag and wondering why they did all this work and why the men that are supposed to choose them aren't choosing them. It's because the game changed and we told men that their value is only in their wallet. They believed us, they built that wallet, and now they're using it exactly how the market wants them to use it. So you want a solution? I'm going to give you one. You have to stop rewarding this behavior as a woman. That's all I got to say. Full stop. No situationships. Why are you on the roster? But that would require the same things our mothers couldn't do. We didn't want to walk away from security. And that security you'll stay with even when it's not serving you. And this cycle will continue until someone has the courage to change it.
That's because these women reward bad behavior. Another thing is, and like this woman says, these women did the work and are shocked that men aren't choosing them. And that's because men operate differently when looking for a woman. A woman could have all the degrees she wants, and it would be irrelevant to him because that's not his first priority. Men and women don't always look for the same things, and that's where a lot of the confusion comes from. Many women build themselves the way they think a man would want. Education, career, independence, money, and those are good things. But those are not usually the top things most men are looking for when choosing a partner. These successful women in the market right now struggle to find men who earn as much as them, because that man usually has options. A man who is successful, disciplined, financially stable, and has his life together is rare. And anything that is rare has high demand. So, if many women want that same small group of men, those men now have the ability to be very selective about who they commit to.